Hello everyone. In this session, we'll be talking about the formatting in Tableau. Formatting in Tableau refers to the process of customizing the appearance and style of your data visualizations, which make them more visually appealing, informative, and suitable for the presentation to an audience. Formatting allows you to control the various aspects of how your charts, graphs, and dashboards would look, including the colors, fonts, borders, labels, and other design elements. Here are the key aspects of formatting in Tableau. The first one is the text formatting. You can customize the font family, font size, font color, and text alignment or labels, titles, and captions in your visualizations. In text formatting, you can also control the number of formats for each measures values such as currency, percentage, or decimal places. The next one is the color formatting. In color formatting, it defines the color for different kind of visual elements, including the data points, backgrounds, headers, borders, and reference lines. In color palettes, we also try to change some gradients or custom color schemes to convey the meaning and emphasize the data points. The next one is the number format. In this, we adjust how the numbers are displayed, which includes the currency symbols, thousand separators, decimal places, and scientific notations. We also set the default number formats for measures or dimensions. The next type of formatting is the borders and lines, in which we try to add the borders and lines to separate different sections or emphasize the specific areas of visualizations. We also control the line style, thickness, and color for the grid lines, and reference lines are also included in this kind of border area. The next one is the background formatting, in which we customize the background color of the sheet, dashboard, and entire work. We also create some background images or textures for a visually appealing background. The next one is the label and tooltip formatting, in which we modify the appearance of data labels, tooltips, and legends. We also control the font size, colors, and formatting of labels and tooltips to make the information more readable. Now let's go to the Tableau screen and see how can we do the formatting in our visuals. So we are in our Tableau screen, and here I'll try to create a visual first and then show you how can you apply the formatting on the top of it. So let's try to create a visual first. Let's say I'm trying to create a text table. To create a text table, what I can do is I can double click on this subcategory and I want to see the subcategory wise sales. So I double click on this sales then. Now over here, you can see subcategory wise sales is given. If you want to format this visual, what you need to do is you can right click on this visual and choose the format option. A formatting window would appear in front of. Here, there are different kind of formatting options that are available. Let's try to create a different kind of visual now and see how we can apply different kind of formatting in different kind of visuals. So let me close it for now. In the sheet 2, what I'll do is I try to create a bar chart. To create a bar chart, I'll again take some subcategories and sales, but this time with the help of this show me menu, I'll choose this horizontal bar chart so that my data is visible in a different kind of visualization. Here, to change the fit of this entire visualization, I can choose the option to be the fit height instead of this standard view. Now my visualization is fitting the whole height of this canvas. If you want to change the formatting of this particular visual, again, you can right click on it and choose the format option. This format option would give you the different formatting options available for this particular visualization. Let's see the first kind of formatting option that is available. The first is the font option. This font option is used to control the different kind of fonts that are right now visible on your screen. So if I want to change the color of these fonts, I want to change the size of these fonts, what I can do is I can do it with the help of this font option. Here you can see the first option is of sheets, the second is of row, the third is of column. So what are these different options for? So let's say if you want to change the appearance of the whole sheet and you want to change the font of the whole sheet, so you would choose this sheet option. If you want to make some changes row wise, these are the rows, different rows that are present. If you want to make changes only in this, you can choose a row option. If you want to make the changes only column wise, you can choose this column option. So for now, we will try to look in this sheet option and see what are the different font changing options that are available. So first is the worksheet. If I click on this worksheet option, here I can get the option to change the fonts in the entire worksheet. This is complete worksheet that I am working on right now. So let's say I want to change the worksheet color and here I choose this orange shade. So as you can see, the font for the whole worksheet has been changed. Now, let's say if you have added some of the labels on the top of it. When we were talking about the formatting options earlier, we were talking about how we can use this marks card to do different kind of formatting. So this mark card also plays a good role in the formatting option. Here you can change the color of a particular visual. If I click on this color, you can see there are multiple color options that are available. We also talked about the increasing and decreasing size of these bars. So if you want to make this bars thicker or thinner, you can use this size option. Then we have this label option, which was used to control the label that are coming on the top of these bars. For now, let me turn on this label option. And you can see the labels are also colored this orange color because they are also present on the worksheet. But this particular visual area is known as pane and the top area is known as the header. What if I want to change the colors of it and I want to keep the color different from what I have on this complete worksheet? So I have to go this pane option and choose a different kind of color. Now, whatever text is present on the top of this pane, it would be reflecting a different color. So I have chose this green color and you can see this green color is now reflecting in the pane. If you want to change the color of the header, you can click on this and you can choose a different color. Right now I'm keeping this blue color. So here is the header part. This complete is worksheet, and this is the header part and this is the pane part. So since this worksheet was consisting of the header part also, that's why the color of this changed to orange and now I have made the color as blue. So it purely depends on the need. If you want to change the whole worksheet's color, you can choose this worksheet option. Then we have the pane option. The next is the header option. The last one is the tooltip option and the title option. This tooltip option is used to control what would be the color on the tooltip. So right now, if I hover over any value, you can see the color is showing as black. So subcategory wise sales is showing up and I don't want to see it in this kind of color. I want to see it in the, say, this pink shade. If I click on this color and I hover over it again, you can see the pink color is appearing now. If you want to change the color of this title, what you can do is you can click on this title and choose a different color for it. You can see the color for this has changed. Let's say my title was reflecting horizontal bar chart. So I can click on horizontal bar chart. I can type in over here. So this particular thing is also included in the formatting part. If you want to rename your sheet, you can do it with the help of this option. And also you can change the fonts, the font size, you can make it bold, you can make it italic, and you can underline it. The colors can also be controlled from this color option. And if you want to align it in the center, you can do it with the help of this option. If you want to do the left alignment, this option is available. The right alignment option is also available. So you can control the alignments from this option. We would be also looking at how to control the alignments from this format menu as well. So for now, I have changed the name to say horizontal bar chart and I have applied this color formatting on the top of it. The next option is for the alignment. Here, for the alignment, let's move to the previous sheet. I'm having this subcategory wise different sales for my different subcategories. So now if I go in this alignment option and here the pane option, I can choose what kind of alignment do I want. Do I want the left alignment? So you can see this text has now shifted to left, the center alignment or the right side alignment. The alignment can be changed from this option. If you want to rotate the direction of the text, you can do it with the help of these options. For now, it is automatic. Then you can choose it to be the upside option, which is the normal option. If you want to rotate it upwards, you can choose this option. If you want to rotate it downwards, you can use this option. Let's keep this normal. There is an option available for the vertical alignment as well. In the vertical alignment option, the alignment is controlled in the vertical direction. For now, it cannot be applied to this text table. So let's go again to the sheet 2 where I have made bar chart. Let's go to the alignment option and see the different vertical alignment options. Let's say I want to change the alignment of my text in the vertical direction. I can do it with the help of these options. So for now, these options would also not work with this particular bar chart. Let's see if some of the options are working. So no, this particular option is not working with this option. So you have to create a different kind of visuals. So this exercise was just to see that whether all the options are working with a single visualization. So no, it is not possible because different kind of visuals support different kind of formatting options, and that is the reason when these options are set to automatic, they tend to apply the better formatting which is suitable for them. The next option is for the shading part. If you want to apply a shade to your worksheet, you can do it with the help of this particular option. Here I have this worksheet option and I can choose a different option. Let's say I want to keep it as gray. After keeping it as gray, you can see the multiple lines which are appearing right behind this visualization. These are known as the grid lines. We can also try to control these grid lines with the help of this option. We will be looking at it in some time. If you want to see what is the difference between the worksheet, the pane and header, you can try to color them differently. For now, I'm going to pane and I'm trying to color it in this particular shade. So you can see this complete area is known as the pane area. So whatever elements are present inside this area, they would be controlled with the help of pane options. Then we have this header option. So if you want to highlight the header options, you can go to header and you can choose a different color for that. So this part just above the pane and just on the left side of the pane is known as header part. So the worksheet comprises of the header and the pane area as well. After applying formatting to a visual, now the visual looks completely different. It might look good or bad, doesn't matter, but you can try to change the appearance of. There are also multiple other options available, like the total and grand total. These are suitable when you're working with a big text tables and you want to show different color codings. So these options would be helpful in that case. For now, let's keep it to the default and let's see the others as per the name. Then to apply some borders on this visual, what I can do is I can go in this border options. Here with the help of border options, you can apply different kind of borders. Let's say I want to apply the border to each cell or pane or header. How I can do it? I can do it with the help of these options. For borders, it is very important to choose a line type and the thickness. Let's say I want to keep the dash line type and I want to keep the thickness as maximum. I can choose this, and then whatever area that cell would be, it would be reflecting the border. So you can try it with the help of this text table. Let's keep the border. I can also try to change the borders in the pane. See, there is a thin line that is appearing just over here. So if this line is not visual, what you can do is you can try to change the thickness. Now it is visible. If there are any borders that are present inside the header, you can change it with the help of this header option. So let's try to change it with the help of header options, and you can see the border has appeared right now just on the top of this subcategory. So I can increase the thickness as well. I'll try to fit it in the entire height. And you can see now the borders are completely visible. Then we have the lines option. So let's say you want to see the different grid lines that are present in the visual. Again, let me go to the sheet 2, and here I have some grid lines. I'm sure of that. I know it because when I change the color from a darker to the lighter background, that grid lines disappear. So if I want to show these grid lines, I can choose this grid line option and I can choose the whole thickness. Let's try to keep the color as black. You can see this grid lines have now appeared. Between these grid lines, there are some zero lines. If I want to see those zero lines, I can change the color and I can also change the different line type. These line types would be used to differentiate the different kind of lines that are present. If you are making any line chart, then it is very important to show the trend lines. If there is any trend that is going on in your data, you can choose this trend lines. With the help of this trend lines, it would be very easy for you to show the trend. So try to keep a different color type and different line type for every different line that is showing up on your screen. You can also try to increase or decrease the opacity with the help of this particular slider. As you slide back, the opacity would be decreasing. As you slide ahead, it would be becoming more opaque. So here are some different lines that you can work on, and you can try to change the color and thickness. So this was all in the lines option. So I hope this particular small formatting exercise is clear. We would be taking a look at the multiple other options also that are available for formatting in the different sessions where we'll be working on different visuals and we will try to format them based on our need. So this was a fairly simple exercise. Practice it on the top of different visual, and remember, not every formatting is available for every different visual. So if you're making a visual, you cannot format it with the help of every option that is available. You have to make a different kind of visual to apply some different kind of formattings. This should be very clear to you so that you can use these formatting options effectively. And as you would be working with visualizations, you would be coming with different formatting options that suit that visualizations. So this was all about this session. We'll be meeting in the next session where we'll be talking about the different elements in tab.